Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about Kafka real-time interview questions with answers from 11 to 15 out of 250 interview questions. Before going to discuss about the questions, please subscribe my channel, like it and click on bell button. What is the retention policy for Kafka records in a Kafka cluster? Kafka cluster retains all data records using a configurable retention period. The data records are retained even if they have been consumed by the consumers. For example, if the retention period is set as 1 week, then the data records are stored for 1 week after their creation before they are deleted. So consumers can access this data for 1 week after its creation. Next one is how are Kafka topic partitions distributed in a Kafka cluster? Partitions of the Kafka topic logs are distributed over multiple servers in the Kafka cluster. Each partition is replicated across a configurable number of servers for fault tolerance. Every partition has one server that acts as the leader and zero or more servers that acts as followers. The leader handles the reads and writes to a partition, and the followers passively replicate the data from the leader. If the leader fails, then one of the followers automatically take the role as the leader. Next question is what is the difference between Kafka and a traditional JMS messaging system? I have mentioned few of the differences between Kafka and a traditional JMS messaging system. The following are the key differences between Kafka and a traditional JMS messaging system. First one is messaging modes. A traditional messaging system has two messaging modes, is point to point and publish subscribe. In point to point messaging, each message is sent to a single consumer. In publish subscribe messaging, each message is broadcast to multiple consumers. Kafka combines these two modes. Similar to point messaging, Kafka topics can be consumed by specific processes, members of a consumer group. Similar to publish subscribe messaging, Kafka topics can be broadcast to multiple consumer groups. So next one is data retention. In traditional messaging systems, the message is deleted once it is consumed by the consumers. In Kafka, the messages are retained based on a configurable retention period. Next one is order. In traditional messaging systems, messages are maintained in the order that they are put into the queue. Kafka maintains the order, but messages can be consumed from any position by specifying the sequence. Next question, how can you configure the log cleaner? The log cleaner is enabled by default. This will start the pool of cleaner threads. To enable log cleaning on a particular topic, you can add the log specific property, that is log.cleanup.policy equal to compact. This is very important. This can be done either at topic creation time or using the alter topic command. Next question is what is log compaction? Log compaction is handled by the log cleaner, a pool of background threads that recopy log segment files, removing records whose key appears in the head of the log. Each compactor thread works as follows. It chooses the log that has the highest ratio of log head to log tail. It creates a succinct summary of the last offset for each key in the head of the log. It recopies the log from beginning to end, removing keys which have a later occurrence in the log. New clean segments are swapped into the log immediately, so the additional disk space required is just one additional log segment. The summary of the log head is essentially just a space compact hash table. It uses exactly 24 bytes per entry. As a result, with 8 GB disconnecting. It uses exactly 24 bytes per entry. As a result, with 8 GB of cleaner buffer, one cleaner iteration can clean around 366 GB of log head, assuming 1K messages. Thank you, friends. We will see the remaining questions in the upcoming videos. Thank you.